Welcome once again to beautiful uptown Burbank. Harmontown is now in session. Let's welcome to the stage Spencer Crittenden, everybody. Spencer Crittenden. Steve Levy, bring me a cocktail. He'll be back. The mayor of Harmontown, you know him, you love him, Mr. Dan Harmon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My dog was, he was, it's the weekend, so, and it's like the dog has a dog sitter like all week. Allison, she's lovely.
Which dog?
Harvey. Well, I'm talking about Harvey. I'm telling a story about my relationship with Harvey because Nigel gets lots of, I don't know, he's a snuggler and stuff, and Harvey's a very large dog. I don't say that in front of him. I call them both. I say my two equally normal-sized dogs because there's no such thing as a normal dog. It takes a long time to say it, and that's why it's kind of exhausting. And so on the weekends, which is when I'm there the most, like Harvey, who is a creature of warmth and love, like, I don't know, sometimes he gets a little antsy, like he thinks maybe when I get up to go get more ice cream or like the emergency battery for whatever electronic device I'm staring at, and then he gets all excited, like he thinks maybe I'm going to jog around the block or wrestle a bear with him, and I was going to breakfast today, and he got excited and ran over to the door because he's like, oh man, he's going outside. He's probably like Alice on the dog sitter. He's probably going to like put a leash on me and go running around with me. And I looked at him and I said, listen, man, like you know the score. Like I'm a bad dog owner. Like I'll just relax and we're both gonna die and I'll see you in heaven. And I heard myself say that, and I thought it was kind of funny, the idea of dogs going to heaven and then like us actually all going to the same heaven, because then everything you ate would be in heaven, and like octopus are like really smart creatures and they'd all be in heaven, but like there's like obviously it's like a 6-year-old thinks of this stuff, like, but just the idea of all biology merging in heaven, which is what happens in life because you die and you break down. So isn't heaven, heaven's just, it doesn't exist and it's nothing. It's not news to you guys. I just had to kind of, I don't know where that was going to go. It's just that I didn't want to open the show and go, so Donald Trump Jr. had this meeting. I didn't want to I figure you guys are running from that. And I didn't want to go, so Game of Thrones, you're missing it. Thank you so much.
Oh man.
Clearly we took a hit. This better be a Game of Thrones hit.
Yeah.
We're experiencing.
Have you guys seen Game of Thrones yet? I did. Oh yeah. Do you guys want to know who dies?
No, I don't want spoilers, but I'm enough of an anarchist to want you to spoil it for everybody right now.
It's
I was now here's
Does
another...
his name rhyme with Braun Flow?
I don't know.
Do you guys want my opinion about Lena Dunham's dog?
Dan, what's your opinion on Lena Dunham's dog? I was thinking about that. I was reading that article.
Spencer, I don't want to know his opinion about whatever he just said.
I was reading the article about it, and I was like, I wonder what Dan's opinion on this is. This is a perfect opportunity.
I don't think that animal adoption shelters should do that. I think that people that want dogs to be happy and end up in good homes should see the bigger picture. I feel like, what does Lena Dunham have to do before we stop kicking her in the face? Is she what did she do?
I don't know what you're talking about, so hit me to the jive here.
She's lying about her dog.
I mean, she
throwing it around.
She took her dog to. She gave up her dog she had for 4 years because she said it was biting. It had aggressive behavior and it had a dark past and something, and whatever she said. What the fuck? She's not under oath, and she's not a goddamn. What's the definition of a lie? She had the dog for 4 years. She's giving it up, and it bit people. But then there was like this communique issued by the shelter she got it from that was like, Miss Dunham adopted that dog from us. We knew it for 3 weeks, and that dog certainly never exhibited. It was like this big, long, like, Miss Dunham, Miss Dunham says, however, according to this animal shelter, like they didn't read. What the fuck are you doing? So don't do that.
I thought
I want to tell people Nigel got his stitches out. He's home. He's safe. What if the animal hospital was like? He had bruises that we couldn't account for. You're not a fucking social worker.
Are you admitting that Nigel has bruises that can't be accounted for?
He fell.
He keeps falling. Well, wait. So I thought it was like someone came to interview the shelter, being all like, "Oh, what's the score?" And then someone's like,
No, that's not what I saw. I saw an open letter to the people about fucking someone's dog
if that's
adoption.
true, that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, I thought someone came and interviewed the guy, and he was like, "Here's what I know." But yeah, that's kind of weird if they're like, "No, that's not true."
Well, let's just commit to the sadness. Like I was going to have something happy to talk about. George Romero died. Martin Landau died.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Romero was one of the first Hollywood meetings I ever had. Schraub and I came out here. I can't remember who set it up. I don't know if it was. He was with the Gersh agency back then. I just remember like, wow, we're meeting George Romero, and he wore that vest that directors wear to the meeting, and he signed a copy of. He signed Schraub's Dawn of the Dead, I think was. I can't remember what movie Schraub had him sign. I don't know. Why do people deal with celebrity death like that? Like, I worked with him once. Extra pity that he's dead. Tony and I had the honor of doing a scene together in Surfer Ninjas. Now it's bad that he's died. And here's the other thing that everyone does when it's a celebrity. Like everyone wants to connect the dots. They're like, Tony Johnson died. Surf's up, brother. Don't watch out for those ninjas. Stop that. Stop it. Just because someone was a Ghostbuster.
George Romero died. You'll be eating brains of your victims in heaven.
But I guess this leads into, this is where I'll finish up, because I had an epiphany about this. I haven't executed this epiphany yet. I haven't acted on it, but my epiphany has been this, all right? Are you listening? Are you paying attention?
I'm buckled all the way up.
The reason I've been getting mad at people on Twitter is because for 30 years of internet usage, I have always been assuming this one thing that was going to be a common assumption among everyone, which is that everything that you're saying on the internets is something that you're implying you would say to my face in real life or out loud in a crowded room if you're broadcasting it. And I was just taking a pee at work the other day, and I was like, because we were talking about the internet and then I was like, I don't know, it was an epiphany, and we have all the time, and it's like I think the warm water leaves your body and your brain shifts.
Yeah.
And, whatever you were just talking about has a chance to click.
You said epiphany?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't coin it, I don't think.
I'm writing it down.
But my epiphany was, holy shit, everyone in the world is a moron. And so when the internet gave them the ability to say things to each other, a lot of these people inherited for the first time in their life the ability to say things to anyone in any way. And so we're these are not people who would be at your party and then say that while you were saying what you're saying. I just tweet, even when I'm in a tweet storm, I'm just doing what I do. Ask anybody that knows me. I just talk and I don't fucking stop, and I yell it at everybody, and I'm like, here's another thought about Lena Dunham's dog. But then I look at my replies and I think these are all the things that people would say while I was doing that. And it's like, you should be mad right away if they were going to. They're not. You're just reading their dumb little minds. That's what you're talking to someone on the internet. That's what's happening is we have very low grade telepathy. You're just seeing what's going on in their little lobster brain. It's just like now they have the ability to like accidentally project it. They're typing it. And so and they're like, I'm racist. And you're like, well, what if you heard that as a voiceover from a guy next to you in a subway? Would you, it's like, it's still important to know that they're racist. That's valuable information. But I wouldn't get as mad at them. I'd like turn and go like, huh, nice. And they'd be like, what? I'm racist. And he'd be like, can't fool me. And I'd feel like empowered and feel like a superhero. Therefore, I wouldn't get that mad at them.
I had this idea, like an evil plan, like if I was an evil villain, that like you could take all the stupid things that people say online that in the 1940s just wouldn't be, online and able to be searchable by a robot. And you get all this racist stuff, and I don't know how you flag it, but you flag it as dumb racist stuff. And you collect it all, and then you use the bot to find these people's kids when they're like 13 or 11 or 12, and you just show them all this racist stuff that their parents said and all this stupid shit, and it's like, here's your fucking parents, they're fucking dipshits, don't listen to anything they say. And it'll be like a time bomb that just goes off simultaneously like 20 years in the future, and it'll be an entire generation of like kids that are like, wow, my parents are really fucking stupid, and I just didn't see their Twitter feed all this time. The society will break down.
I'm charmed by the notion that people don't know their parents are full of shit.
But you just see all
4
this.
years old.
It'll be great.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like, I don't want to. But more importantly, like also you yourself, right? Like just anything. Like, here's all the shit that you said when you were activated and like thought you were fighting something.
Yeah. If my kids saw that, I'd be like, well, I can't send him to his room.
That's the thing, is that you're going to raise a generation of Pippi Longstockings. Like they're going to have no parents because
it'll be great.
But they'll be a little sad. They'll be a little sad because the bot's going to say, "Here's your parents. Everything they say is full of shit," and the kid's going to say, "They just said happy birthday."
Just rattle the nests. Figure out what happened.
It's just the Orphan Maker 5000 bot just floating through neighborhoods, peeking in windows, going, "Love insincere. Insincerity proven."
What was the source of Pippi Longstocking's super strength? Like, why was she so?
She found out her mom was racist.
She found out her mom was racist. It was her spinach. She would pull up her mom's Facebook if anybody was in trouble, and she would read like, "What is this rant about Islam?" This is easily proven with a cursory Snopes visit. Someone made a Snopes is fake news sound, or did I project that onto them? I think I can assume the people that came out on Game of Thrones night are...
What is that sound?
They went, what else? Why else would you make that sound after I said a cursory Snopes visit? So, like, wait, what do they...
They feel the same way you do. They hear the word Snopes. They go,
oh, they were kind of like breathing out. They're going like, that was fun, Dan. Thanks for sharing all that. And now they feel singled out.
It also
punished.
might have been... what's a Pippi Longstocking?
Oh yeah, what is half of what he says? It's just grandpa gibberish.